If you want to take your brand to the next level, then there becomes a time when you're going to be a guest on someone else's podcast. So what I want to do is share with you 5 tips to being a good podcast guest. And by the way, a lot of podcast hosts right now use both audio and video, and they record via Zoom or Skype, so that's what we're talking about here. Number 1, have good audio, and this is so important. No one wants to listen to a podcast where the audio is crappy. So please don't just roll up to your computer and talk to it. At minimum, use the headphones that came with your phone or put in ear pods. Anything with a microphone is going to improve the quality, and this is so important. Number 2, make sure you've got a good internet connection, because the last thing that we want is for the audio or video to be choppy because you're in a bad area with connection. All this takes is a little bit of intention. Don't record this in a cave. Don't record this on your phone in the middle of nowhere. You want to make sure that it's easy for you to communicate and that everything sounds fluid. Number 3, have a good background. So often I notice that a lot of guests look like they're recording in a Motel 6 and it looks like crap. Please just take a few seconds to be intentional about what's behind you. You don't need a professional setup. The worst case scenario, just give me a solid background of the wall, because I don't want this, if you're recording it at home, to, oh, there's your laundry hanging up or on the floor. Or if you're recording this in your office, there's just papers all over the place and it looks disheveled. Number 4, what I want you to do is to bring the energy, have good energy, because nothing kills the buzz more than someone who rolls into a podcast and has an energy level at a 5 to 10. I don't need you to be someone who has the energy like you just played naked laser tag. That's not realistic for everyone. But what I do want you to do is to be cognizant that you've got good energy. And here's a simple tip. Think of your energy on a scale of 1 to 10. Whatever you're rolling in with, be at least 1 level higher, because the host will appreciate it, as will the audience, because it's going to be more fun, you're going to have more personality, and it's going to come across more confident. And last thing, make sure to know your call to action. For every single podcast, I ask the guest, and by the way, where can everybody connect with you? You want to make sure that you have an answer for this and you're confident about it. And you don't need to be Gary Vee and have social media all over the place to confidently be able to say, here's at least one channel where you can connect with me. Because nothing is more than a buzzkill than someone who says, I am not on social media. How in the world is everybody supposed to engage with you after the fact if they can't connect with you? So please be prepared and ready to say, this is how you can connect with me. If you follow these 5 simple tips, I guarantee you will be a better podcast guest, your brand will grow, and you'll get more opportunities to speak on other podcasts.